Neptune is the farthest planet from the Sun, lying 4.5 billion kilometers away, an icy, mysterious world at the edge of our solar system. This distance makes it an intriguing place to explore, but it also means we've only scratched the surface of its secrets. Neptune wasn't discovered by chance. Instead, its existence was predicted mathematically due to its gravitational effect on the nearby planet, Uranus. This mathematical prediction led to its discovery in 1846, and since then, Neptune has been a source of curiosity and awe. Neptune stands out in more ways than one. It's known as an ice giant, with a thick atmosphere of hydrogen, helium, and methane. But it's the methane that gives Neptune its signature blue color, a deep, almost glowing shade of blue that sets it apart from all other planets in the solar system. Looking at Neptune, you're seeing the coldest and most distant of the giant planets, sitting at the very edge of what we call the planetary neighborhood. A year on Neptune is nothing short of extraordinary. While we experience a year as 365 days, Neptune takes a mind-boggling 165 Earth years to complete a single orbit around the Sun. That means since Neptune's discovery in 1846, it still hasn't completed one full orbit. Imagine being born on Neptune. You'd never celebrate a birthday based on the Neptunian calendar, not even close. The enormous length of Neptune's year is directly tied to its immense distance from the Sun. The further away a planet is, the larger its orbit, and the longer it takes to travel around the Sun. To put it in perspective, Neptune is so far from the Sun that light takes over 4 hours to reach it. This distance weakens the gravitational pull of the Sun, causing Neptune to move more slowly in its orbit than planets closer in, like Earth or Venus. Neptune's orbit spans approximately 4.5 billion kilometers, meaning the planet has to cover this vast distance to complete one revolution around the Sun. Even though Neptune zips through space at 5.4 kilometers per second, which sounds fast, it's not nearly enough to make a quick trip around the Sun. It's a cosmic marathon, taking 60,190 Earth days to finish just one orbit. Neptune's journey around the Sun is slow, deliberate, and seemingly endless. In this part of the solar system, time stretches out in a way that's hard for us to comprehend here on Earth. The length of a Neptunian year gives us a sense of the scale of our solar system and the incredible distances between the planets. For a planet so far from the Sun, you might expect Neptune to be a quiet, frozen world. But Neptune's atmosphere is anything but calm. In fact, it's home to the fastest winds in the solar system, reaching up to 2,100 kilometers per hour. That's nearly twice the speed of a commercial jet and much faster than the most powerful hurricanes on Earth. These winds whip across the surface of Neptune, creating massive storms that can last for years. One of the most famous of these storms was the Great Dark Spot, first observed by NASA's Voyager 2 spacecraft during its flyby in 1989. This enormous storm, roughly the size of Earth, was similar to Jupiter's Great Red Spot, swirling in Neptune's atmosphere for many years before mysteriously disappearing. But why does Neptune, so far from the Sun's energy, have such extreme weather? The answer may lie in the planet's internal heat. Scientists believe that Neptune generates more heat from within than it receives from the Sun. This internal heat powers its wild weather systems, making Neptune an incredibly dynamic planet despite its distance from the Sun. The planet's thick atmosphere also helps trap this heat, creating a world of swirling gases and storms. Neptune isn't alone in its long journey around the Sun. It's accompanied by a fascinating collection of 14 moons, each with its own unique characteristics. The most famous of these moons is Triton, a frozen world that stands out for several reasons. For one, Triton orbits Neptune in the opposite direction of the planet's rotation, a phenomenon called a retrograde orbit. This suggests that Triton wasn't originally a moon of Neptune, but was likely captured by the planet's gravity long ago. Triton is one of the coldest places in the solar system, with temperatures plunging to minus 235 degrees Celsius. Despite these freezing conditions, Triton is far from being a static, lifeless world. It has active geysers that shoot nitrogen gas into space, hinting at the possibility of geological activity beneath its icy surface. Some scientists believe that Triton could even harbor a subsurface ocean, a tantalizing thought when considering the potential for life in the outer solar system. Neptune also has a series of faint rings, much like those of Saturn, though they are less prominent. These rings are made up of dust particles and ice, and they form intricate patterns around the planet. These rings are a reminder that Neptune, like Saturn and Jupiter, is a gas giant with complex systems of moons and rings, each contributing to the overall story of this distant world. Despite its many mysteries, Neptune remains one of the least explored planets in our solar system. The only spacecraft to visit Neptune was NASA's Voyager 2, which flew by in 1989. During this brief encounter, Voyager 2 provided us with our first close-up images of Neptune and its moons, revealing the planet's vibrant atmosphere and its ring system. But since then, no spacecraft has returned to Neptune, leaving many questions unanswered. What could future missions to Neptune uncover? Scientists are eager to return to this distant world to study its atmosphere, magnetic field, and moons in greater detail. Understanding Neptune could help us unlock the secrets of other gas giants, both in our solar system and beyond. In recent years, scientists have discovered thousands of exoplanets, planets that orbit other stars, and many of these exoplanets are similar in size and composition to Neptune. By studying Neptune more closely, we could learn valuable lessons about the formation and evolution of these distant worlds. Perhaps one day we'll send a dedicated mission to Neptune, complete with orbiters, landers, and even probes to explore its moons. Triton, in particular, is a prime candidate for exploration, as it could hold clues about the potential for life in the outer solar system. The future of Neptune exploration is bright, and we're only just beginning to scratch the surface of what this distant planet has to offer. Neptune may be far away, but it holds some of the most fascinating mysteries in our solar system. From its raging storms to its icy moons, Neptune is a planet that sparks the imagination and reminds us just how vast the universe really is. If you're as captivated by space as we are, make sure to subscribe and learn more about the cosmos with us.